parenting can be a very fulfilling experience, an enjoyable experience. At the same time, there are moments when parenting can be frustrating, difficult, and exhausting. This is especially true when you, as a parent, are busy in your own jobs and careers, building yourself, building your jobs, building your careers, going up the corporate ladder, and you already have very busy and hectic life. So when you reach home, there's barely any time left to spend time with your child. And here I am someone who always advocates connecting with your child, getting to know your child. But as a parent, it's so tough because you already have very busy schedules. But this video is about 5 reasons to connect with your child in awesome ways. Why do we need to connect with your children? They already are children, and by birth, they know us and we know them. Why do we need to do those extra efforts anyways? And they know that we love them and we do love them, right? Well, parenting, like any other relationship, a parent-child relationship, like any other relationship, doesn't always run on autopilot. And it has to be nurtured. A lot of work has to be done, even in a parent-child relationship, just like what we do in any other relationship, whether it's with your spouse or with your friends, any relationship. So even parent-child relationship has to be nurtured, worked. Connecting with your child, getting to know your child is not just about, that weekly one activity or once in a while activity, or suddenly you thought, okay, let me connect with my child. It's like connected with your mood. I have the mood to connect with my child, so I'll connect with my child. Even if your child doesn't have the mood to connect back with you. No, instead, connecting with your child is something that has to be deliberate, conscious, consistent, and decisive. It is that important. So in this video, I'll be talking about 5 important reasons why you need to connect with your child awesomely. Before I move forward, I would be encouraging you to first subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notification every time I post a new video. Let me also introduce myself. I'm Supriya Raja, and I have been in this field of special education for more than 12 years. And I have worked very closely with children, understood children, how they think, how they work, how their processing is, the thought processing is, what makes them tick. From my years of experience and also from the different courses I have taken to enhance my skill sets and my credibility, I can definitely vouch that connecting with your child has to be very, very deliberate. And now I'm also the founder of the Empowered Parenting Hub. Let's get back to this video. 5 reasons why you need to connect with your child in awesome ways. Reason number 1, when you're connecting with your child in deliberately, consciously, putting out that effort from your side, the first thing you will notice is that you are able to understand your child better. What do you understand? What do you mean by that? It simply means you get to know what makes your child tick, how they think, what are their thought process, what makes them happy, what gives them joy, what are their fears. Yes, even children have fears. The reason why children are generally happier than us adults is because they are always in the present moment. Even if they have a bad episode, they're able to bounce back because they are mostly in the present moment. But that doesn't mean that they do not have any fear. That doesn't mean that they do not go through anxieties. That doesn't mean that they do not go through insecurities. Yes, even they do. Even if they are 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, they do go through that. So connecting with them will make you understand your child better on a deeper level as to how they process everything. The second important reason that you need to connect with your child is you will be able to notice the finer aspects. What do you mean by that? If your child is showing a sudden change in behavior, you'll be able to notice that. And maybe there could be a possibility that the child has been abused in school or been bullied in school, or the child has some difficulty which otherwise you wouldn't have noticed. So when you connect on a deeper level with your child, you will be able to notice these subtle things, the finer changes, the subtle aspects of your child's behavior. For instance, the child has been uh, an otherwise happy child is suddenly withdrawn, is suddenly very quiet. If you aren't really deeply connecting with your child consistently, you will just think, okay, the child is just, in his or her own world, just doing his or her own thing. And that, okay, when I speak to her on the weekend, I'll get to know. It doesn't work like that. Your child isn't going to open up to you that way. But when you're connecting consistently on a daily basis, on a conscious level, you'll be able to instantly gauge there is a change in your child. There is a difference in the child's behavior, in the child's mood, what is going on. Of course, you don't have to get paranoid about it, but you will be more confident in addressing the issues. And you'll be able to take more proactive measures in addressing if there's a problem. So this is another advantage, a big advantage, when you connect with your child consistently and deliberately and in awesome ways. The third reason that you need to connect with your child awesomely is that it enables you also as a parent to be more reflective. What does that mean? It simply means that you will also develop a sense of empathy towards how your child thinks, towards how your child feels. You will be able to understand their feelings, understand the emotions, and it will not be very black and white, like, okay, this is what you're supposed to be doing because you are 6-year-old or you're 7-year-old. This is what you should be because other children are doing it, so you should do it. So you will not be very black and white about it, but you will be able to get the finer nuances of your child's emotions, your child's thought process, and you will also be able to, you'll also be willing to sometimes make those shifts within yourself to understand your child at a deeper level. The other benefit of this, of being reflective, is you will be willing as a parent to unlearn and let go of your own past programming as a parent or as a child yourself. See, the thing is, the way we were parented is probably different from the way the present generation requires parenting, because the present generation, the present situation is so different from what we were. Our generation and the time that we were growing up is was so different than what children are exposed to, than what children are put out, they are facing these days. So our parenting styles also has to evolve and change if need be, or even transform based on the current generation, the current situation, and the way the present generation children think. They are different. They are totally different because of the kind of exposure they have from a very young age. So you will be definitely willing to make those shifts, make those changes within yourself to suit the current generation. You will not be like, oh, my father did that to me. My father was very strict with me. He believed in the carrot and stick method. So I think that, and that worked well with me. If I didn't do that, my father would give me a whack. And I think that works very well. I'm going to do the same thing with you. You will not be so black and white in your thinking, but you will be willing to make those shifts, make those changes in yourself to suit the current trend, the current generation, which is actually essential to do that, to make those shifts within ourselves. So unlearning some of our own parenting styles and how we were parented, and reprogramming our own subconscious, which is more connected to the present generation, the present times. That's going to be a great benefit, because when you do that, your connection will boost like 10x with your child. The next reason why I believe that you must strongly connect with your child is also because when you make the deliberate, conscious, consistent connection with your child's self-esteem is also enhanced. How is that? Well, when you connect with your child with interest, with enthusiasm, with a joy consistently, your child will start getting the message that he or she is important to you, that they matter, that they are valuable to you. So that is definitely going to enhance their own sense of self-worth, is going to enhance their own sense of self-esteem, self-confidence, which is so essential to go through this journey of life, even as youngsters and even as adults. And the fact that the foundation gets stronger as a child because of your strong building of connection with your child is going to be happier individuals, more healthier individuals, and more balanced individuals, because they have developed that sense of self, that self-worth, self-esteem, which is so essential to be successful in life as well. The fifth reason why I believe is that you have to connect. The fifth reason why I believe you must connect with your child is it also enhances compliance from your child towards you. Now, what do you mean by compliance? Compliance simply means that your child is willing to listen to you, which any parent would love it. Wouldn't it be wonderful that we say something, a child is like, okay, I get it, we'll do it, we can try that. Fantastic, right? Well, the best way to enhance compliance, I'm not saying that they have to be extremely obedient and not even open their, not even give an opinion at all. I'm not intending that, but I'm just saying that parenting will get a lot more easier and your point of view will be better, listened to when you're building that connection with your child. Now, how does that happen? Why do they get more compliant? Why are they willing to listen to you more? Simple reason is when you're connecting with your child, when you're getting to know your child, when you're becoming more empathetic towards your child, when you're also becoming reflective as a parent and modifying your styles of parenting towards your child, you will notice that you have automatically built that extent of trust and bond between your child and you. And when that trust and bond is developed, your child automatically feels comfortable, confident to even open up to you, to also be able to or willing to see your point of view as well. So you see, parenting will get much more easier. There will be less conflict, less drift, and less level of resistance from your child to listen to you as well. Well, these are the 5 main points that I've been telling, 5 main reasons, very strong reasons why you must connect with your child in awesome ways. And of course, when you do all these things, you will also notice that your family is getting closer and your family's bond is also getting stronger. So connect with your child strongly, consistently, deliberately, and consciously, and create a very strong family. Thank you. And before I go, I'm also having a parent group, an empowered parenting support group on my Facebook. So I would appreciate if you can get into the Facebook group. I'll be providing the link below. Get into that. And in the group, I'll be posting content. I'll be also having, inner circle calls with my tribe. So you can also hop in and join my tribe. Until my next video, all the best and happy parenting. Bye-bye.